Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly high-stakes shift happening right now in medical infrastructure. For decades, patient care has relied heavily on manual, periodic checks. But what happens when a critical physiological drop occurs right in between those scheduled rounds? Well, we are officially moving away from that system of delayed healthcare checks and entering an era of proactive, continuous telemetry. By combining biomedical sensors with microcontrollers and secure cloud pipelines, we can track vital signs in real time. It's a real game changer that is completely transforming how patient outcomes are managed.
Here is our roadmap for today as we trace the journey of a data point from a physical pulse all the way to a doctor's dashboard. We'll be covering 1. The healthcare bottleneck. 2. What is IoT monitoring? 3. How sensors read vitals. 4. The microcontroller brain. 5. From edge to cloud. And 6. Real-world applications. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this first part, the healthcare bottleneck and the limits of tradition.
To really grasp why this new tech is so revolutionary, we have to look at the massive flaws of our traditional systems. The old tracking model, it creates severe operational bottlenecks. We're talking about a highly fragmented, manual process where vitals are jotted down by hand at fixed hours. Not only does this invite transcription errors, but here's the real kicker. There are no real-time alerts. Critical, sudden changes in a patient's stability can literally slip by completely unnoticed between busy nursing shifts. Combine that with overwhelmed staff and crowded wards, and continuous monitoring is practically impossible without a serious tech upgrade.
But look at what happens when we eliminate those manual delays and fragmented paper silos. We completely optimize the clinician-patient relationship. The data flows instantly to digital tablets or central systems. This means immediate clinical review and, most importantly, immediate intervention when it matters most.
So let's smoothly transition to Section 2. What is IoT monitoring, the connected solution?
An IoT-based health monitoring system is basically a complete infrastructure upgrade. It takes specialized biomedical sensors and embedded electronics to continuously measure parameters like your heart rate, body temperature, and blood oxygen saturation. Then, it instantly transmits that data payload to cloud platforms for real-time analysis and automated alerting. Think of it as the ultimate digital safety net.
Now we are heading straight to the bedside for Section 3, how sensors read vitals, translating biology.
The fundamental optical tracking principle making this work is called photoplethysmography, or PPG for short. If you've ever had one of those familiar glowing finger clips placed on you at a hospital, you have interacted with a sensor module exactly like the MAX 30102.
Let's walk step by step through how this dynamic biological translation works. First, the sensor's LED emits light directly into your skin. As your blood volume expands and contracts with every single heartbeat, the light reflection patterns change dynamically, right? The photodetector measures these tiny variations. Specifically, it uses a 525 nanometer green light, which tissue absorbs really well, to track your pulse rate. Meanwhile, an 880 nanometer infrared light calculates your blood oxygen saturation, or SpO2, by comparing absorption levels between oxygenated and deoxygenated hemoglobin. Finally, a microcontroller takes all that raw signal and crunches it into a readable metric.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we juxtapose two different thermal sensors used for tracking patient fever trends. The differences are pretty striking. On one side, you've got the DS18B20. It boasts high clinical accuracy to within half a degree Celsius. Plus, it runs on a proprietary one-wire protocol, meaning you can daisy-chain multiple sensors off a single digital pin, and it comes in a waterproof probe perfectly suited for clinical environments. On the flip side is the DHD22. It's great for secondary monitoring of ambient room conditions because it measures both temperature and humidity, but it has a slightly wider margin of error.
To ground all this complex engineering, here's exactly what these sensors look like wired up in a hardware prototyping environment. You can see the digital temperature sensor converting raw thermal data into precise digital packets, interfacing directly with the broader circuitry on the breadboard.
All right, shifting gears from gathering the data to processing it. Section 4, the microcontroller brain, powering the edge.
Make no mistake, the ESP32 microcontroller is the absolute critical edge processing unit here. It's the computing engine that makes this entire modern telemetry system viable.
If you check out the physical chip, those little metal pins extending from the board are the general-purpose input/output, or GPIO pins. This is exactly where our PPG and temperature sensors directly connect to feed their raw signals straight into the processing core.
The ESP32 is uniquely suited for health IoT, and there are three massive reasons why. First, it's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth integrated right out of the box, no extra parts needed to hook up to a hospital network. Second, it rocks a dual-core processor. This is huge. It means one core handles the time-critical job of continuously sampling the sensors, while the other core handles encrypting and uploading that data without missing a beat. And finally, its ultra-low-power deep sleep modes means small medical wearables can run efficiently on simple battery power for a really long time.
Let's move to and see how this builds in Section 5, from edge to cloud, the architecture pipeline.
What you're seeing here is a complete, four-stage pipeline that our physiological data travels through. It visually maps out a seamless, highly secure flow right from the patient's body all the way to the clinician's screen.
Let's narrate this secure journey step by step. Step 1, the patient wears the non-invasive hardware. Step 2, the edge processor, our trusty ESP32, gathers the raw biological signals and applies basic filtering to clean out any motion noise or artifacts. Step 3, those clean data payloads are encrypted and beamed over the local wireless network using lightweight IoT messaging protocols like MQTT or HTTP. And finally, Step 4, the data arrives at central cloud storage platforms like AWS or ThingSpeak. This archives the telemetry and triggers sub-second automated alerts if a patient's readings ever cross safe medical limits.
Now let's zoom back out from the micro details. Section 6, Real-World Applications, Scaling the Impact.
The sheer scalability of this technology is absolutely marvelous. On one end, in an intensive care unit, traditional manual charting is being totally replaced by automated continuous vital sign logging, ensuring staff get immediate alerts if a patient declines. But then, look at the other side. That exact same underlying sensor tech scales right down into proactive consumer-grade smartwatches for everyday fitness tracking.
And this leads us to the ultimate goal of the system, remote patient monitoring, or RPM. By shifting this technology directly into the home, post-operative folks and chronic disease patients can recover safely under continuous digital oversight. It massively empowers patients with their own data, while at the same time relieving overwhelmed medical staff and sharply reducing hospital readmission rates. It's a win-win.
So, we've seen how IoT solves the immediate bottleneck of manual healthcare, but I want to leave you with this provocative thought. If our vital signs stream continuously to the cloud with this level of accuracy, what happens when predictive AI starts analyzing those trends to diagnose conditions days or even weeks before we even feel sick? Keep questioning the technology that powers our world. Thanks for joining us on this explainer.